And we also can recognize when our own internal voices are not speaking to us in this loving way. This brought me to the other story of the adulteress who gets thrown at Jesus's feet, and all of these men are there with stones in their hands, and they're saying, "She's an adulteress. We can stone her to death. What do you say of this, Jesus?" And Jesus bends down and he writes something in the sand and he says, "Let the one of you who has not sinned cast the first stone." And it starts with the eldest that sets down the stone and walks away, which is that, first of all, that tells me that our life experience brings us wisdom to be able to recognize when we are critical of others. But also imagine that each one of these characters in the story is a representation of ourselves. The adulteress, what is adultery? Adultery is when we outsource, right? When we look toward everything else outside of what our divinity, our divine union with self is, and we try to get love from something else. We're cheating on ourselves. We're outsourcing our love. So she was outsourcing her validation, love, attention from someone else. And that's where the question is, which one of you has never outsourced for true wholeness, for true divinity? Now, they all show up with a critical voice, right? They all show up ready to throw a stone. How many times have you thrown a stone at yourself, beat yourself up, been ready to actually stone yourself to death for making a mistake, for screwing up, for looking again to something that doesn't satisfy you? Jesus is saying, look at yourself. If this woman can be forgiven, so can you. Jesus doesn't pick up a stone and throw it back at them and say, look at you. He doesn't criticize them. And so our critical voices, the ones that we turn on ourselves, the stones that we throw at ourselves, are not solving the problem.